Rebecca, why did you decide to write this book?
I decided to write the book for my students. I teach a lot of Kumihimo classes and people have been asking me for a long time. They really want to have a reference that they can have when they get home after class.
What skill level does your book appeal to?
I'd say that it really appeals to all levels. The beginning of the book starts at the very beginning. So if you have no experience with Kumihimo, that's perfect. You can start there. But I also include more advanced projects with beads and counted patterns and has tips for everybody. So even if you've done Kumihimo before, I think you'll find something there for you.
What inspired you to create the projects that are in the book?
Well, I'm really lucky because I own a bead store, so I spend my days surrounded by beads, and really I'm inspired by the beads. So I would see a new bead come in, I would think, what could I do with this bead? How can I make this into an interesting Kumihimo project? And that's usually where I start.
Who or what has influenced your work and why?
I'd have to say that my mom has been a big influence on my work. Since I was a little girl, she's been teaching me arts and crafts. She was our Girl Scout leader, so we've always done lots of arts and crafts together. And in fact, she has a little bead store in South Carolina, and that's how I ended up in the industry.
And how is your book different than those that are currently out on the market?
I think one big difference with my book is that it's set up in a skills building format. So with every project you're learning something new and it's building on the skills learned in previous projects. Another big difference is that I really address troubleshooting. Because I teach so many students, I get lots of questions, and I teach the classes in my store, not just here at the Bead&Button Show. So I'll see my students again the next week and they'll come back, oh, Rebecca, what happened here? I don't know what to do. So I really know what the most common questions are, and I address that in the book. There's a whole troubleshooting section with photos of mistakes so you can self-diagnose when you're at home.
And what have you learned from teaching that you've incorporated into the book?
I have learned a lot about what questions people have, how to address different design challenges. I have also found it really helpful to build on skills incrementally, to not give people too much all at once. That way people can be very successful with every project.
And lastly, why would a consumer be drawn to your book?
Well, I think most of all, they'll love all of the beautiful necklaces and bracelets. And I cover a variety of different styles, so I think there's something for everyone there. But additionally, the instructions are very clear, it's easy to follow, and Kumihimo is so much fun. It's very fast, it's very easy, and if you've never done it before, I hate to break it to you, but your other hobbies are going to suffer. Once you pick it up, you're going to be Kumihimo addict for life.